While the model viewing is going on, I would invite anyone who's waiting to come in for the award ceremony to go ahead and come in, find a seat. This is the last presentation. Okay. It is my pleasure to introduce Libratum from Westridge Middle School.
Oops, sorry about that. You seem to be new here. I'm Arnold, the Chief Architectural Engineer of Libratum. How can I help you?
Thanks, Arnav. I'm Arya, one of the many scouts my people have sent out to find a city that is being able to mitigate and adapt to climate change. I've heard that decades ago, your city, like mine now, has been ravaged by the effects of climate change. Rising temperatures and frequent heat waves would have exacerbated your drought conditions and worsened many types of natural disasters such as storms, floods, and forest fires, which would have resulted in the immense loss of life and damages to your ecosystem, economy, infrastructure, and agriculture, which would have heavily impacted your citizens and do not strive to protect them from the drastic effects of climate change.
Well, you sure have come to the right place. Our city started addressing climate change many decades ago. We are located in the area of formerly Los Angeles, which lies in a basin in Southern California, adjacent to the Pacific Ocean with magnetized 10,000 feet, deserts, forests, freshwater lakes, and reservoirs. Our city temperatures range between 85 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and we have forests that cover over thousands of acres. Let me call Mayor Nash, who can further assist you.
Hey Arnav, what's going on?
It's a hologram.
Yep, Mayor Nash, this is Arya. He's from a faraway city who suffered immensely from climate change. Let's show him our city and how we combated climate change.
We would love to help, Arya. Our city is thriving with a population of 650,000 people of diverse cultural backgrounds. In fact, Libratum is the heart of a beautiful natural setting, stunning beaches and breathtaking views. It boasts iconic architecture as well as a well-designed urban layout, as well as thriving arts, dining, and entertainment scene. Purely compelling characteristics of our city include an abundance of job opportunities, universal health care, a state-of-the-art transportation system, excellent education programs, and modern technology implemented throughout the city. Most importantly, we have the luxury of being completely unaffected by the devastating effects of climate change.
Spectacular. Can you tell me about your city infrastructure and city services?
Of course, we incorporate advanced technology in all our city infrastructure. For example, our commercial and residential buildings have specialized ultra-white pigment-based outdoor panels that can reflect 99% in infrared light. This eliminates the need for air conditioning. This brings me to Libratum also uses compacted vertical farming that focuses on hydroponic agriculture that utilizes AI-based systems which control air, water, light, and nutrients to maximize food production. This also reduces our ecological footprint. This brings me to Libratum's public transportation system. It's made up of hyperloops that are maintained at near vacuum levels that use electromagnetism to propel hyperloop rail cars. Likewise, Libratum's surface transportation consists of supercapacitor-based eco-friendly electric vehicles, along with powered walkways to help people limit their mobility to get around. On top of that, we have our SkyTour network of cable cars that allow tourists and visitors to locate or to look at the city from high vantage points. In addition, Libratum's healthcare centers and hospitals have advanced AI-based diagnostic pods which give people detailed analyses of their health. Advanced mRNA-based therapeutics can help us fight cancers previously thought to be incurable.
Incredible. Can you tell me about your climate adaptation mitigation solution?
Sure. Our climate change adaptation solution uses our Libratum spectral irradiator to help us manage the risk of heat waves. It disperses billions of irradiator microbots into the stratosphere, which can selectively make their surface more reflective and be triggered to swarm together to self-assemble into a very large solar reflective disk that can dramatically cool down surface temperatures. On top of that, sulfate aerosol dispersant can also be deployed, which basically mimics a volcanic reaction by radiating the sun's heat away from our city and acting like a wide area thermostatic controller. On top of that, our desalination plants pump water throughout the dense urban areas of our city, close to the surface, and loop back to our urban radiant heat collection towers powered by fusion that can act like a giant radiant cooler and drop temperatures inside our city. We also have a DPER program, Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Response. This has AI capability forecasts and can react to heat waves. Our climate mitigation solution has three main parts. First, to eliminate all greenhouse gases through our eco-friendly fusion technology. Secondly, to sequester CO2 by vastly increasing the biomass by agroforestry. And lastly, by managing the worst effects of heat waves through our spectral irradiator technology and city-scale radiant cooling. Libratum also has multiple plants for capturing CO2 directly from the air, with each capturing up to 1,500 tons of CO2 each year and turning it into stone.
Outstanding. That is a rock-solid solution for sure. Can you tell me about the risks, trade-offs, or compromises made in your city?
Sure. The Libratum spectral irradiator is a giant hammer and therefore comes with risks and trade-offs. It's taken decades of research, design, and redesign to fine-tune the system. Very intensive computing is constantly required to calculate how many microbots are active in the upper atmosphere and where they are in relation to each other for proper high behavior that can effectively radiate the sun's heat away from our city. Occasionally, atmospheric debris, electrical discharge in the stratosphere, and collisions can cause these microbots to fall and will quickly have to be replaced.
I see. It must be quite hard designing all of this.
You're very perceptive. When designing our city, we had to use the engineering design process. For example, our only source of water is now the ocean, and we had to invent new processes for desalination and supplying our city's water needs. It was quite a challenge to iterate and consider all the trade-offs of this complex design. First, we had to create our artificial river and coordinate the flow of the water to best cool our city. In the model, we first used prefabricated structures which should not blend into the terrain. So we had to go back, test, improve, and redesign it so that we had flexible structures that could follow the contours along hills and valleys.
It seems like you and your team know how to efficiently solve problems.
We sure do. I work with brilliant engineers and scientists. They work in diverse fields like energy, computer programming, electrical, mechanical, agricultural, industrial, biomedical, environmental, and geoengineering fields.
That's right, they work hard every day ensuring all our complex systems, such as infrastructure, industrial production, waste management, recycling, farming, and utilities are running smoothly. They work around the clock to reduce our carbon footprint and mitigate climate change.
That's great. From what I can tell, Libratum is a holistically planned city that caters to the needs of its citizens while promoting safety and health and combating climate change and enabling more ambitious technologies for creating a model city. I can't wait to tell my citizens about this marvelous city. Thank you.